Let's get straight to the heart of the matter. How many of us are actually living our lives to the fullest potential? I'm talking about waking up every single morning, fueled not just by coffee, but by an unstoppable drive to improve, to excel, and to genuinely thrive. If that sounds like the life you want, then I have 9 powerful Stoic principles to share with you today. These aren't just ideas. They're practical tools designed to sharpen your mind and enrich your spirit. Each one will help you focus, act with purpose, and discover your true self along the way. These ancient philosophies are more relevant than ever in our fast-paced modern world. Think about it. We live in an age of constant distraction, endless comparison, and relentless pressure to be someone we're not. Yet the Stoics, thousands of years ago, figured out how to navigate life's chaos with wisdom, courage, and inner peace. People like Tim Ferriss, Ryan Holiday, and countless successful leaders credit Stoicism for their mental resilience and achievement. If you're seeking a way to stay focused, reduce anxiety, and elevate your everyday life, stick with me as we dive into these principles. And if you're ready to transform your life, hit that subscribe button and join our Stoic Ocean community, because we're building something special here. A tribe of people committed to living with wisdom and purpose. Let's begin. Number 1. I am capable. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself of this truth. I am capable. This is more than just a statement. It's a declaration of your inherent strength and competence. It's not about arrogance or an inflated sense of self. It's about grounding yourself in the knowledge that you have the power to face whatever comes your way. It's about waking up each day and planting your feet firmly on the ground, anchored in the belief that you are fully equipped to handle the challenges and opportunities that life throws at you. This affirmation serves as a daily reminder that you possess the skills, the wisdom, and the resilience required to succeed. This isn't just optimism. It's a necessary stance if you are to navigate the complexities of life with assurance and agility. In a world that often tries to point out our deficiencies, it is vital to reaffirm your own value and capabilities. When doubts creep in, and they will, this simple yet powerful reminder can be the beacon that guides you back to your core of strength. Think about a time when you doubted yourself before a big presentation, a difficult conversation, or a challenging project. What if you had paused, taken a deep breath, and told yourself, I am capable? That single moment of self-affirmation could have shifted everything. Your posture changes, your voice steadies, your mind clears. Each time you assert, I am capable, you're not just convincing yourself. You're challenging the status quo that may have unfairly labeled you otherwise. It's about knowing your worth without needing external validation. You recognize that while the world may be unpredictable and sometimes harsh, your response to it, your belief in yourself, must remain steady and strong. Embracing this mindset transforms how you approach every task, every interaction, and every decision. You move with purpose and intent, not just reacting to events, but actively shaping them. This confidence isn't visible just to you. It radiates outward, influencing how others perceive and respond to you. When you truly believe in your capabilities, you inspire confidence in those around you, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces your belief in yourself. How often do we limit ourselves with, I can't? Let me flip that script for you right now. You absolutely can. You have the power to shape your reality. Number 2, I shape my reality. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who turned wisdom into an art form, believe that our perceptions dictate our reality. What does this mean for us today? It means that the lens through which we view our circumstances, the narrative we tell ourselves about what we can and cannot do, shapes everything, from our daily experiences to our life's trajectory. By embracing the mindset that I shape my reality, you take ownership of your life. You recognize that every decision, every reaction, and every thought contributes to the canvas of your life. This isn't about denying the challenges or difficulties you face. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and then realizing you have the power to navigate through them, mold them, or even use them as stepping stones towards something greater. Consider two people who lose their jobs on the same day. One sees it as disaster, proof they're not good enough, a reason to give up. The other sees it as an unexpected opportunity, a chance to pivot careers, to finally pursue that passion project, to reinvent themselves. Same event, two completely different realities. Why? Because they chose different perceptions. Modern neuroscience backs this up. Our thoughts literally rewire our brains. Every thought creates neural pathways, and the more we think a certain way, the stronger those pathways become. This means you're not just choosing your perspective, you're actually reshaping the physical structure of your brain. This principle teaches us not to passively wait for the right moment or seek external approval to move forward. Why wait for a perfect moment when you can create it? Every day is ripe with opportunities to take control, make decisions, and steer your life in the direction you choose. Whether it's changing careers, improving relationships, or embarking on a new personal project, the driving force comes from your belief that you can indeed shape the outcomes. Imagine starting each day with the conviction that you hold the reins to your day. You decide to view every interaction and challenge through a proactive lens. This doesn't just open up possibilities, it multiplies them. When you live with the belief that you have this power, it becomes evident in your actions. You become more decisive, more willing to take risks, and more resilient in the face of setbacks, because you know that each step is a sculpting tool, shaping the grand masterpiece of your life. Start with something small today. Reframe one negative situation. Instead of saying, "This traffic is ruining my day," try, "This unexpected pause gives me time to think, to listen to that podcast, to practice patience." See how that shift changes your entire experience? Claiming your power to shape your reality is empowering, but it also requires responsibility. It means taking conscious control of your thoughts and attitudes. Each thought of "I can" fortifies your resolve, and every "I will" propels you forward. By consistently affirming your ability to shape your reality, you not only change your view of the world, but also the world's view of you. You're not a passive observer in your life story. You're the author, the director, and the lead character. So pick up that pen and start writing the story you want to live. Number 3, my path is clear. It's all too common to find ourselves tangled up in the regrets of yesterday or the uncertainties of tomorrow. But what if I told you there's a different way to start your day? A way that sets the tone for success and clarity. Each morning, when you remind yourself, "My path is clear," you're not just reciting words. You're setting an intention. This mantra isn't about denying that there are obstacles. Of course there are. Life is full of them. But embracing this perspective means seeing these obstacles not as barriers, but as integral parts of your journey. Each one a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Think of your life as climbing a foggy mountain. You can't see the peak, and the path ahead is shrouded in mist. but you can see the next few steps clearly in front of you. That's all you need. Clarity doesn't mean seeing the entire journey. It means knowing your next right step and having the courage to take it. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, led his people through devastating wars and deadly plague. His path wasn't easy, but it was clear. He knew his duty, his values, and his purpose, and that clarity carried him through the darkest times. It's about acknowledging the challenges and then using them as catalysts to propel you forward, not hold you back. When you start your day with the mindset that your path is clear, you're doing more than just pumping yourself up. You're programming your brain to focus on solutions and progress. This clarity doesn't magically remove the obstacles from your path, but it empowers you to navigate through them more effectively. Each challenge becomes a lesson in disguise, and with every lesson, you accumulate wisdom. Wisdom that lights up your path even in the darkest of times. Here's a practical exercise. Each morning, spend 2 minutes in quiet reflection. Ask yourself 3 questions. What is my primary focus today? What values will guide my decisions today? What is one obstacle I might face? And how will I respond with wisdom? This simple practice creates mental clarity that carries through your entire day. The idea here is not to stride blindly, but to move forward with a clear vision of where you want to go. This clarity comes from both a deep understanding of your goals and an acceptance of what it will take to get there. It's about strategic navigation, which is only possible when you have a lucid sense of direction. This doesn't mean that your path won't twist and turn, but rather that you remain steadfast and adaptable, ready to shift course as necessary, while keeping your destination in sight. The concept of a clear path also encourages you to shed the unnecessary baggage of past failures and fears. It's easy to carry these burdens along with us, letting them cloud our vision and weigh us down. Remembering that your path is clear helps you to let go of these weights, to forgive yourself for past mistakes, and to move forward with a lighter, more agile mindset. You're not erasing the past. You're choosing not to let it obscure your future. Number 4, I grow stronger daily. In the pursuit of personal excellence, remember that progress is a daily commitment. I grow stronger daily is a simple yet profound statement that serves as a powerful reminder that our journey toward personal excellence is a continual process of evolution. You won't achieve perfection overnight, but every day brings you closer to it. Acknowledge your growth, cherish your journey, and understand that every challenge you face and every error made is an opportunity to learn and to fortify your character. Consider the athlete recovering from injury. They don't heal linearly. Some days they make progress. Other days they step back. But each day of showing up, of doing the rehab, of pushing just a little bit, adds up over time. 6 months later, they're stronger than ever. Not because any single day was transformative, but because every day mattered. There's a concept in performance science called marginal gains. If you improve by just 1% each day for a year, you don't end up 1% better. You end up 37 times better. That's the compound effect of daily growth. This philosophy hinges on the realization that growth is a non-linear process. Some days you might leap forward, while others might seem like you're taking a few steps back. But even those days are crucial, as they are rich with lessons that are integral to strengthening your character. Every misstep, every challenge you encounter, is not a signal of failure, but a clarion call to learning and resilience. When you start to view your journey through this lens, each obstacle becomes a moment to test your resolve and enhance your capabilities. Here's how to practice this. Keep a daily growth journal. Each evening, write down 3 things. 1 skill you practiced today, 1 challenge you faced and how you handled it, 1 small win you're proud of. After just 1 week, you'll have 21 pieces of evidence that you're growing stronger. After a month, you'll have undeniable proof of your evolution. Embracing daily growth also means actively acknowledging and celebrating your progress, no matter how small it might seem. This could be refining a skill, overcoming a fear, or simply handling a stressful situation with a bit more grace than before. By recognizing these victories, you reinforce your path of improvement and motivate yourself to continue pushing forward. Moreover, this growth mindset encourages a culture of self-compassion and patience. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when we don't meet our expectations or when we compare our progress to others. However, understanding that growth is a personal journey, unique to each individual, allows us to appreciate our own pace and respect our process. It frees us from the harsh judgments we often place on ourselves and replaces them with a nurturing attitude that fosters more substantial and sustainable growth. Think of bamboo. It's planted, watered, fertilized for years. Nothing visible happens. The farmer keeps tending it day after day with no apparent result. Then, in the 5th year, it shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Was all that prior care wasted? No. It was building a massive root system underground. That's you. That's your daily growth. Even when you can't see it, it's happening. Number 5. I commit to excellence. Sokrakum. I commit to excellence isn't just a phrase. It's a personal declaration, a commitment that sets the tone for every aspect of your life. This commitment resonates deeply with the Stoic philosophy that our virtues and the effort we put into cultivating them define us more than any of our words could. When you wake up each day and reaffirm your commitment to excellence, you're not just setting a goal, you're aligning your daily actions with your highest values. The beauty of this commitment lies in its simplicity and its challenge. Excellence isn't about outperforming others or achieving perfection. Instead, it's about embracing the grind, the daily effort required to surpass your previous limits. It's about finding value and purpose in the persistence and discipline that shape not just outcomes, but character. Let me tell you about 2 craftsmen. Both are talented woodworkers. The first obsesses over perfection. He starts projects but never finishes them, always finding flaws, always tweaking, always convinced it's not good enough yet. His workshop is full of half-finished pieces. The second commits to excellence. He sets high standards, works with dedication, and when a piece is done to the best of his current ability, he completes it, learns from it, and moves to the next. His workshop is full of finished masterpieces, each one teaching him how to make the next one even better. See the difference? Perfection paralyzes, excellence propels. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our efforts, our discipline, our integrity, and our responses to the external world. By committing to excellence, you focus on these controllable aspects, embodying the virtues that Stoics hold dear, such as wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Each morning, when you remind yourself of this commitment, it's a prompt to embody these virtues throughout your day, no matter the challenges that come your way. Here's the excellence matrix to guide you. Quality of work. Are you bringing your best effort today? Quality of character. Are you acting with integrity and virtue? Quality of relationships. Are you showing up fully for others? Quality of impact. Is what you're doing making things better? Excellence in all four areas. That's the goal. Moreover, this commitment pushes you to strive while others might rest. Not as a judgment on their choices, but as a personal standard you set for yourself. It's about holding yourself to a standard of consistent effort, which in turn cultivates resilience and a deep-rooted sense of achievement. The path of excellence is often a solitary one, not in the sense of isolation, but in its requirement for personal accountability and self-motivation. True success, as shaped by persistent effort and discipline, isn't merely about the accolades or achievements that come from your work. Rather, it's about the person you become in the process. Each day of striving makes you stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the finer details of your craft and the needs of others. It molds you into a leader, not just in your field, but in your community, inspiring others with your dedication and integrity. Practice this daily ritual. Each morning, set one excellence intention. Today I will bring excellence to this specific task. Each evening, review where you showed up excellently today. Over time, excellence becomes less of an effort and more of an identity. It becomes who you are, not just what you do. Before we continue with the remaining 4 principles, I want to ask you something. Are these insights resonating with you? If you're finding value in this journey, take a moment to leave a comment below, sharing which principle speaks to you most. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to join our Stoic Ocean family. Your support helps us create more content like this. Let's continue. Number 6. Excuses do not define me. Excuses are the adversaries of progress. Excuses do not define me is a powerful stance to take in life. Excuses, you see, are more than just little white lies we tell others. They're the stories we weave to justify our inactions to ourselves. They can be seductive, giving us apparent relief from the discomfort of accountability. However, in embracing excuses, we surrender our power to change, to influence, and to progress toward our goals. This is why, from a Stoic perspective, it is so crucial to focus on what is squarely in our control, our actions and our responses. Let me tell you about 2 people who wanted to start businesses. The first had every excuse ready. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right experience. The economy is bad. I have too many responsibilities. Maybe next year. Year after year, the excuses piled up like bricks in a wall that imprisoned them. The second person faced the same obstacles, same time constraints, same financial limitations, same uncertainties. But instead of excuses, they asked different questions. How can I find 30 minutes today? What can I start with the resources I have? Who can I learn from? What's one small step I can take right now? 5 years later, one still has excuses. The other has a thriving business. Every time we face a challenging situation or a setback, we have 2 choices. We can craft an excuse, or we can confront the situation head-on with responsibility and purpose. Excuses might seem to offer an easy way out, but they keep us tethered to the same spot, stuck in a loop of unfulfillment and regret. In contrast, taking responsibility empowers us to learn, grow, and move forward. It's about owning our life's narrative and actively shaping it, rather than being a passive character in a story written by circumstance and fear. Here's a powerful exercise: the excuse audit. Write down your top 3 excuses, the ones you tell yourself most often about why you can't do something you want to do. Now, for each one, ask yourself honestly, is this really true, or is this fear disguised as logic? Then replace each excuse with, "What can I do?" Watch how this shifts everything. Rejecting excuses means actively questioning those knee-jerk narratives that say, "It's too hard. I don't have enough time. I'm just not good enough." It involves a rigorous self-assessment and a commitment to push through discomfort. This isn't about being harsh on yourself. Rather, it's about being honest and clear-sighted about your capabilities and the tangible actions you can take to overcome hurdles. Each time you sidestep an excuse, you build a little more resilience and confidence, reinforcing a self-image that's based on capability rather than limitation. Moreover, acting with purpose is an integral part of this philosophy. It means every action you take is imbued with intentionality and directed towards a meaningful outcome. When you live this way, not only do you eliminate the space in your life for excuses, but you also cultivate a mindset that looks for solutions rather than escape routes. Seneca said it perfectly. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Most of our excuses are imagined barriers, fears that exist only in our minds, not in actual reality. When we test them, when we push against them, we often discover they weren't real walls at all, just shadows. It's about making decisions that align with your core values and long-term objectives, rather than opting for the temporary comfort that excuses provide. So when I say, "Excuses do not define me," it's a declaration of independence from self-imposed barriers. It's an affirmation that I choose to define myself by my efforts, my resilience, and my achievements, no matter how small they might be initially. This approach doesn't just change how you tackle goals, it fundamentally transforms how you perceive challenges and setbacks. They become less about failure and more about opportunities for growth, learning, and self-realization. Number 7, I am designed for greatness. Let that sink in for a moment. It's not just a motivational line. It's a profound truth that can fundamentally change how you see yourself and your place in the world. You are not just another face in the crowd, destined to blend in and move with the masses. You are here with a unique set of talents, an inherent ability that is uniquely yours, meant not just for mere existence, but for remarkable achievement and meaningful contributions. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself of this simple yet transformative truth. You are designed for greatness. Here's the paradox, though. Everyone has potential for greatness, but most people never realize it. Why? Not because they lack ability, but because they lack belief. They've been conditioned to think small, to play it safe, to not rock the boat. But you weren't designed for mediocrity. Neither was anyone else. Yet most people never unlock their design. This isn't about feeding your ego. It's about recognizing and accepting the responsibility that comes with your inherent potential. You have something special that only you can offer to the world, and it is your duty to yourself and to others to develop and share these gifts. Let me redefine greatness for you, because I think we've been sold a lie. Greatness isn't fame. It isn't fortune. It isn't having millions of followers or appearing on magazine covers. Greatness is impact on others' lives. Greatness is living aligned with your values. Greatness is maximizing your unique gifts. Greatness is becoming the fullest expression of who you were meant to be. Consider Vera Wang. She didn't start her fashion career until she was 40 years old. 40. Most people would think, it's too late, I've missed my window. But she discovered her gift, embraced it, and became one of the most celebrated designers in the world. Her greatness was always there. She just had to believe in it and act on it. Understanding that you are designed for greatness changes your approach to everyday challenges and opportunities. It shifts your perspective from "I have to" "I get to." It means viewing each day as a new chance to step closer to your highest potential. This belief in your destined greatness isn't meant to pressure you into constant production, but to inspire you towards continuous growth and improvement. It's about striving to be better today than you were yesterday, and even better tomorrow. Here's your greatness inventory. Take time to answer these honestly. What comes naturally to you? What do others seek your help with? What makes you lose track of time? Where do you add unique value that others can't replicate quite the same way? The answers to these questions point to your design, to your greatness. Moreover, let this knowledge of your inherent greatness serve as a driving force in your life. Let it push you through the times of doubt and lift you higher in moments of success. When you truly believe in your great potential, you start to act differently. Your choices reflect your aspirations, and your actions align with your goals. You become more resilient, knowing that any setbacks are just temporary obstacles on your path to achieving great things. Marianne Williamson wrote, "Your playing small doesn't serve the world." Sharksharmani. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You have a responsibility to your greatness, not just for yourself, but for everyone whose life you'll touch. Sharing your gifts with the world is not just about personal fulfillment, it's about making a difference. Whether it's through your career, your hobbies, or your relationships, every interaction is an opportunity to impart something valuable. This might mean offering your skills to help solve problems, using your creativity to inspire others, or simply bringing your best self to your daily interactions, thereby uplifting those around you. Write this down today. Your design for greatness or statement. Complete this sentence. I am designed for greatness in the area of, and then commit to honoring that design every single day. Number 8. External opinions do not sway me. In a world where opinions are as plentiful as people, it's easy to feel swayed or overwhelmed by what others think or say about us. Embrace this principle as a guiding light in navigating through life's clamor. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in the pursuit of rationality and inner peace, teaches us a vital lesson here. The importance of maintaining an inner citadel, an unshakable core of personal integrity and self-assuredness that external judgments cannot penetrate. But here's the challenge. We now live in the age of social media, where external opinions have been amplified 1,000-fold. Every post, every photo, every thought you share is subject to instant judgment from hundreds or thousands of people. Likes, comments, shares. They've become a currency of validation, and we've become addicted to the dopamine hit they provide. Why is this important? Because too often, we let the opinions of others shape our actions, our self-esteem, and even our destinies. We might change how we act, dress, or even think based on how we believe others perceive us or expect us to behave. But here's the transformative idea. Their opinions do not define your reality. Only you have that power. Let me tell you about a creator I know. Started a YouTube channel sharing authentic thoughts about personal growth. The content was raw, honest, vulnerable. Views were modest, but the community was engaged and appreciative. Then the algorithm gods smiled. One video went viral. Suddenly, thousands of new viewers with thousands of new opinions. Make more videos like this. Stop talking about that. Your editing should be different. You should cover this topic instead. the creator started changing, molding the content to please the algorithm and the masses. Views went up, but joy went down. The authenticity disappeared. The original community left, and the creator felt empty. Finally, a decision. Return to authenticity. Return to the original voice. Some of the new audience left, but the joy returned. The impact returned. And ironically, the channel grew even more, because authenticity always resonates deeper than performance. Each time you remind yourself that external opinions do not sway you, you reclaim a piece of your autonomy. Staying committed to your path means recognizing the value of your own judgments and convictions over the noise of the crowd. It means deciding who you are and who you want to be, then living true to that identity, regardless of external pressures or criticisms. This isn't about disregarding all forms of feedback or living in isolation from the thoughts and feelings of others. Rather, it's about discerning which voices contribute to your growth and which detract from it. Here's the distinction. Constructive feedback from mentors you respect, from trusted advisors who know you well, from people who've achieved what you want to achieve. This is valuable. Listen to it. Unsolicited criticism from strangers on the internet, from trolls hiding behind anonymity, from people who've never attempted what you're attempting. This is noise. Ignore it. Well-meaning but misaligned advice from family with different values, from friends on different paths, from people who love you but don't understand your vision. This requires careful filtering. Take what serves, leave what doesn't. Maintaining your inner citadel requires more than just ignoring what others have to say. It involves building a robust sense of self that resonates with your deepest values and aspirations. It means fortifying yourself with wisdom, compassion, and resilience, so that when you encounter criticism or praise, you can accept it gracefully without letting it destabilize your sense of self. Marcus Aurelius practiced this. He would begin each day saying, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness." Was he being pessimistic? No. He was being prepared. He was building his inner citadel before the storms came. Let your actions reflect your true self, not a version molded by external expectations. When you live authentically, aligned with your personal values and goals, you become a beacon for others. You inspire those around you to also seek their paths and stand firm against the often overwhelming tide of societal judgment. Practice the freedom formula. Your opinion of yourself must be greater than their opinion of you. Not in arrogance, but in groundedness. You know who you are. You know your values. You know your path. And that knowledge is your fortress. Number 9. I embrace the present moment. Stoicism teaches us the value of anchoring ourselves in the present. I embrace the present moment is a powerful affirmation that carries the essence of living fully and mindfully. By adopting this mindset, we engage more deeply with life as it unfolds, moment by moment. When you commit to embracing the present, you're choosing to let go of past regrets and future anxieties. This isn't about ignoring the past or neglecting the future, but rather about focusing your energy and attention on the now, where life actually happens. It's about recognizing that dwelling excessively on what has been or what might be can steal joy from the current moment. Here's the modern challenge. We live in what I call the age of distraction. Our phones buzz with notifications every few minutes. Social media pulls us into infinite scroll. Our minds race ahead to tomorrow's meetings or replay yesterday's conversations. We're physically present but mentally absent. and it's costing us everything. A Harvard study found that people spend 47% of their waking hours with their minds wandering, thinking about something other than what they're doing. And here's the kicker. Mind wandering makes people unhappy. Presence makes people happy. It's that simple and that profound. Consider the real cost of non-presence. Missing your child's first words because you were scrolling through your phone. Eating an entire meal without tasting a single bite. Walking through beautiful nature but thinking about work the entire time. Having a conversation with someone you love, but your mind is somewhere else entirely. These aren't just missed moments. They're missed life. Each time you remind yourself to embrace the present, you're consciously deciding not to let the shadows of yesterday or the echoes of tomorrow distract you from the vibrancy of today. This philosophy helps cultivate a mindset that is resilient and grounded. You learn to appreciate each moment for what it offers, learning from the past without being chained to it, and planning for the future without being consumed by it. This balance is what Stoicism aims to achieve. Equanimity amidst life's inevitable ups and downs. When you live in the present, you enhance your ability to respond to these fluctuations with a clear mind and a steady heart. Here's a simple practice you can start right now. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Name 5 things you can see right now, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can physically feel, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This takes less than a minute, but it instantly brings you back to the present moment. Try it next time your mind is racing. Embracing the present also improves your responsiveness to life's challenges. Instead of reacting out of fear or habit, you act with intention and purpose. This is because your mind is not scattered across different times and places. It is focused here, sharp and ready to deal with situations as they arise. This focus enhances your creativity, your problem-solving skills, and your ability to communicate with others. You become more attuned to the subtle nuances of interactions and environments, making wiser decisions and forging deeper connections. There's a Zen story about a master and his student. The student asks, "Master, what is enlightenment?" The master replies, "When you eat, eat. When you walk, walk. When you sit, sit." The student is confused. "But master, doesn't everyone do that?" The master smiles. "No. When most people eat, they think about work. When they walk, they think about eating. When they sit, they think about walking. Very few people are ever actually where they are." Like him. Moreover, when you embrace the present, you engage more fully with the people around you. You listen better, notice more, and participate actively. This can lead to richer, more satisfying relationships, both personally and professionally. It also allows you to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Whether it's the taste of your morning coffee, the feel of sunlight on your skin, or the laughter of a loved one. These moments might seem small, but they are profound in their impact on our overall well-being. Here's the beautiful paradox. When you're fully present, you actually become more effective at planning for the future. Why? Because you're not anxiously worrying about tomorrow. You're strategically thinking about it. You set aside specific time for planning, you do it with full focus, and then you return to the present moment. You can honor both. Be strategic about the future. Be present about now. Practice single tasking instead of multitasking. When you're working, work fully. When you're with family, be fully there. When you're resting, actually rest. Stop trying to do 3 things at once and doing none of them well. Choose one thing, be present with it, complete it, then move to the next. There's an old saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. This isn't just a cute play on words. It's a fundamental truth about the nature of life. This moment right now is all you truly have. Make it count. Imagine waking up tomorrow with all 9 of these principles integrated into your being. You believe you are capable. You know you shape your reality. Your path is clear. You grow stronger daily. You commit to excellence. Excuses do not define you. You are designed for greatness. External opinions do not sway you. And you embrace the present moment fully. How would that change your life? How would that change who you become? The answer is simple. It would change everything. These 9 daily affirmations provide a foundation for Stoic living. Regular practice builds mental resilience and inner peace. Integrating these principles transforms how you experience life. Not overnight, but gradually, consistently, powerfully. Let me give you an integration plan. Because knowing these principles is one thing, living them is another. Week 1 and 2. Choose the principle that resonates most with you right now. Just one. Practice it daily. Morning affirmation. Throughout the day, catch yourself when you forget it. Evening reflection on how you embodied it. Week 3 and 4. Add a second principle. Now you're working with 2 daily. Month 2. Integrate 3 to 4 principles into your daily routine. Month 3. All 9 principles become part of your morning ritual. 5 minutes each morning to affirm all 9. This is your new foundation. Create your own routine. Morning. Affirm all 9 principles as you start your day. Write them down, speak them aloud, or meditate on them. 5 minutes that will transform your entire day. Throughout the day, catch yourself when you're living in contradiction to these principles. When you say, I can't, remember, I am capable. When you make an excuse, remember, excuses do not define me. When you worry about others' opinions, remember, external opinions do not sway me. Evening. Reflect on how you embody these principles today. Where did you succeed? Where did you struggle? What will you do differently tomorrow? This isn't just a video you watch and forget. This is an invitation to transform your life. I want to hear from you. Comment below right now and tell me, which of these 9 principles do you need most in your life today? Which one spoke directly to your soul? I read every comment, and your insights inspire the content we create here. And if you're committed to this Stoic journey, if you want to build a life of wisdom, courage, and purpose, then subscribe to Stoic Ocean. Hit that subscribe button right now. Ring the bell so you never miss our daily wisdom, because we're building more than a channel here. We're building a community of people who refuse to accept mediocrity, who choose growth over comfort, who commit to becoming the best version of themselves every single day. Join us. Let me leave you with this final thought. Life won't get easier. The challenges won't disappear. The obstacles won't vanish. But you will get stronger. You will get wiser. You will get more resilient. These aren't just words. They're tools that work when you work them. Don't just consume this content. Apply it, live it, become it. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations for himself. Private journals never meant for publication. He was reminding himself daily of these principles, not to teach others, but to strengthen himself. You're doing the same thing now. You're creating your own philosophy through action. Your life is becoming your masterpiece. Every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once a student. Every Stoic was once struggling with the same challenges you face, but they chose to tell themselves these empowering truths every single day. They chose to believe they were capable. They chose to shape their reality. They chose to walk a clear path. They chose to grow stronger daily. They chose excellence. They rejected excuses. They embraced their greatness. They stood unmoved by external opinions, and they lived fully in the present moment. Now it's your turn. Your journey begins today, not tomorrow, not when circumstances are perfect, not when you feel ready. Today, right now, this moment. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for choosing growth. Thank you for committing to becoming the person you were designed to be. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay focused, and stay stoic.